Hi guys, so today we'll discuss on the FP&A opportunities, financial planning and analysis in deep detail. What are the career domains? What is FP&A? What are the interview questions which are asked, and who are eligible to get into this FP&A domain? Okay. Now, what I have seen, okay, that in FP&A domain, CAs are preferred, MBAs are also preferred, and in even CMAs are getting roles in FP&A profile. Okay. Now, what is FP&A profile? Now, FP&A profile is about financial planning and analysis. Okay. For example, in industry of IT sector, let's suppose Infosys. Okay. The Infosys will be leading a professional who can help him to maximize the revenue and reduce the cost. Okay. So for that, it's required an FP&A professional. If Infosys needs to set up a unit or develop a new product or set up a unit in a new location, so they need somebody who has a good analytical mindset, who has a business mindset, analytical mindset, and he can do a thorough analysis and help them with the insightful things. Okay. Now, what are the things that you need to work hard in this? We'll just share with you my one browser. Give me a moment. What are the things that you can go in this profile? Okay. Now, FP&A plays a major role as it provides a strategic inputs and forecast to the top level management, which includes budgeting, forecasting, modeling. It is very much needed for even CA freshers are hired nowadays. Based on the extensive research, we have made this. Okay. Now it includes your forecasting, budgeting, planning, budgeting, building models as well, projections. Includes reporting and investment decisions. Okay. Now it is actually you're connecting directly with the CFO. Initially, you as a CF fresher, you might not get directly into a FP&A. Maybe you might get into accounting finance role, but if you stay in that account a controllership role, if you, for example, if you get a role in, for example, in Tata Steel, so you might get into an accounting finance role initially, accounting controller profile. After 1 or 2 years of experience, they might say. To send you into FP&A role, financial planning analysis. You might enter into an indirect tax domain in a Tata Steel. You can then change your domain to accounting finance slowly, and then in FP&A domain. So you cannot get him. In most of the cases, you may not get into FP&A directly, but after 2 or 3 years of experience staying in accounting controllership profile, you might get into an FP&A profile. FP&A is basically the you are doing the planning part, okay, and analysis part of how you can save the cost of the company and how you can increase the revenue of the company. अब रेवेन्यू को कैसे इंक्रीज कर रहा है एंड कॉस्ट को कैसे रिड्यूस कर रहा है कंपनी का, दैट इज द मेन था. फॉर एग्जांपल, आई एम गिविंग अ सिंपल एग्जांपल. लेट्स सपोज अ कंपनी इज लाइक स्विगी. ओके. नाउ दे माइट आस्क यू, ओके, कि हम अपना स्विगी को कैसे कॉम्पिटिटर, हम अपना स्विगी का बिजनेस को, हाउ वी कैन मेक आवर स्विगी बिजनेस कम्पीट विद अदर प्लेयर्स लाइक जोमेटो or any other player. Okay. How we can create a competitive advantage in the market. Okay. So that is the very important thing, how we can increase our revenue, how we can increase our margins, how we can reduce our cost. Okay. So that is the thing that a candidate needs to think upon. Now you have to think upon कि revenue कहाँ से आ रहा है. For example, it is a Tata Steel, तो वहाँ का revenue कहाँ से आ रहा है, from which products the revenue is coming, from which location the revenue is coming, which are the major customers of the company, and accordingly we can see the concentrate. It is similar to an FDD profile, financial due diligence, where merger acquisitions के लिए due diligence का काम होता है. There is done in the due diligence part where you're doing the analysis of the revenue and all. You're also doing the similar process of like a due diligence. You're also applying an analytical mindset and seeing key revenue is coming from which customer, which location, which product. So that is the thing. So you can see which are the profitable segments, which are the loss-making segments. Accordingly, we can suggest the management that we should focus on this segment and we should not focus on that segment. Okay, so that is very important. For example, Hindustan Unilever is thinking of doing a merger acquisition with another firm. FP&A team will be there who will be guiding on this. Okay, whether it will be profitable or not. So these are the things that they will be doing. Okay, so budgeting forecasting, if suppose a Reliance Industries is thinking that what will be the growth in the next 5 to 10 years, the FP&A team will be doing on this aspects. FP&A team will be, there will be a small FP&A team who will be definitely thinking about how the geo will grow or this company will grow. So that is the thing. FP&A professional, what are the things where to set branches? A simple example is that, for example, in your locality, there might be a shop, okay, um, maybe a grocery shop. Now you see a grocery shop in your locality. Now you want to set up a type of a big bazaar or something, okay, where you can sell the all the grocery shops items to your in your shop, okay. Now what will be your strategy? How will you purchase the goods? Whether you will make a settlement with those shopkeepers, or whether you will buy directly? Now this is your question, okay. How will you save the cost for the company? Whether you will outsource the transportation, or you'll have your own transportation, where you will buy whether you'll have on rent your warehouse, or whether you will buy it, okay. So those things, that is very important. For example, there is a company called like DMart, okay, a Avenue Supermart. Avenue Supermart is buying on for suppose credit, okay. Now they're buying on credit, and they're taking, and they're making sure that they are paying their creditors on very much timely basis, and they're getting some discounts also. So that is a decision to be made, okay. Why they are doing it? So make it so as to compete with the other players, okay. For example, there is called Asian Paints, okay. Now Asian Paints has it is a very long, it is a company which has 50 to 60 years of experience, okay. Asian Paint has a very good in paying the creditors or debtors very quickly, whatever it is, okay. So they are good with their ratios of, with their products and everything, okay. Payment of timely to the creditors on time, or whatever it is, okay. So whatever is the competitive advantage, the FP&A team will be seeing that how we can be better in the long term. How can we make sure that how can we increase our revenue? How can we reduce our cost? How can we how can we improve ourselves more than the competitors? So this is basically an FP&A profile, where you're actually planning, budgeting, forecasting, and you're actually making reports, which will be quarterly, weekly, monthly, and giving your insights, okay, to make your company better than the others. Okay, I hope I was able to explain you a little bit. Now, what are the questions that can be asked in planning, budgeting? What is the difference between budgeting and planning, budget and forecast? How do you go about preparing a budget forecast for the company? Tell me a time when you have worked on a budget for your previous companies. Can you walk through the P&L on balance sheet of our company? Okay, if if you're giving an interview offer, for example, of a Capgemini or Genpact, they went ask you, okay, what is the business model of Genpact? Who are the competitors of Genpact? And these are the things that actually, if you are example you're doing office Zomato, okay, they will say ki, what is the revenue model of Zomato? How it is doing well in B2B segment or B2C segment? What can the Zomato do to improve itself from the competitors? So a lot of questions can be asked, okay, which will improve your which will need your business acumen also. So who can apply for these roles now? See, if you're somebody who has a very good in business knowledge, okay, not just theoretical knowledge, but business knowledge is very good, then you are somebody who should be applying for FP&A role. If you are very good with your business knowledge, then you should be applying for this. If you're good in finance, okay, then you should be applying. You're good in analytical skills. For example, you have done stat audit and you have done analytical procedures, okay. Now, if you are an analytical mindset, why the revenue is increasing so much, why the purchases are increasing so much, why the payroll is decreasing, why the particular asset, why there is a capex, why there is too much of capital expenditure done in this year. If you have that analytical mindset and questioning quality, then that is a profile of FP&A. It will definitely interest you, and there are a lot of opportunities also out here. Okay. Now there might be a written test, telephonic interview, then first round, second round of interviews. Okay, all generally every industry needs an FP&A professional right now. So any industry will need it, whether IT sector, manufacturing, Reliance, or anybody will need a FP&A professional. Even CAs are hired and MBAs are also hired out here, because this is required totally finance. So forecasting, budgeting, what you understand by FP&A, what is working capital, what different types of working capital, and what is normalized working capital. Can the working capital be negative? If it is a negative working capital, with it is good for the company or not? Okay, so these are the questions that can be asked. What is variance analysis? What is rolling forecast, traditional forecast? right? What is the role? How it is different from traditional forecast, and what is top-down budgeting, bottom-up incremental zero-based budgeting? What are the key drivers of the company? So there are a lot of questions that can be asked. Forecast of the company. What is EBITDA? Why it can be considered as a better measure for my comparing industry? Okay, what is rolling forecast traditional? Why it is important to consider when deciding on capital investment? Top-down budgeting, bottom-up budgeting, a lot of things like negative working capital you will find in the retail industry, the grocery shop or retail industry or a big bazaar sign that they are taking the it can be beneficial for them in these industries where they're taking the goods from the creditors and where the sales are happening from the customer very quickly and they're say paying to the creditors on a later date. So they have a lot of cash with them. It can be a good situation. It can be worse situation also when you're not when you have done a heavy capex capital expenditure on your businesses and you're not able to meet your current liabilities. It has both the impacts. What are the key drivers, KPIs they ask, what is the IT sector? Okay, what are the key risks in the IT sector? What is the key risks in the manufacturing sector? What are the KPIs of the manufacturing sector? They might ask you in global economics also. How do you think is the Tata Steel will be impacted by the so and so amendment which has happened? What about now? What will be the impact of the Ukraine-Russia war on our industry? Okay, they might ask you in India's also a little bit question. India's 115 is very important. Remember, what is the reporting of India's 115 on our sector? What is the impact of India's on our sector? What is the impact of GST on our impact of GST on our company? So they are asking you on a lot of areas. Then NPV, IRR. How does the inventory write down? What is the key ratio? What is the key ratio for measuring the profitability? What do you understand? Its ratios are asked a lot of times. So very importantly, the ratios you need to work very well. If the rates are going up, what could be the possible driver? The rates can go up due to sales. Okay, now whether the say now the accounting rate receive sales, it can be due to sales. Okay, now this accounting, these data can be fake also, right? So you need to check that also. What do you have to check the top 10 datas also from them. Okay, whether datas are related party or not. What do you understand by MAS reporting? The this is also they are asking. Okay, what is the impact of COVID on the business? So they might ask you how will you analyze the cost of the companies? What is the reason for increase in the cost of manpower, hardware, software? This is the question that we asked. What is the reason of increase? Why the IT sector is going down? Why the IT sector is going up? Why the pharma sector is going down? They might ask you a lot of questions on relating to it. Do you invest in stock market? If you invest in stock, which is the company that you're investing? Why you're investing in this company? Okay, which is the best company that you think? Why you think this company will grow in the long term? So these are the questions that financial origins, seven common approaches. What is the role of a business partner? Layer they can give you FP&A case studies as well, and will deep down on everything on case studies in FP&A. Then they will also take your personal behavior question. Why FP&A? Why you are joining FP&A? Why you want to switch your role from an existing profile like audit or taxation to FP&A? Why you think that you are the best candidate for this profile? Give us do a short analysis on your personality. What is the strength, weakness, opportunity, threat? You're coming for interview on a Hindustan Unilever today. Give me the short analysis of the F Hindustan Unilever. Okay, what is the strength of Hindustan Unilever? What is the weakness? What is the threat opportunity to them? तो शॉर्ट एनालिसिस करके जाइएगा जो भी कंपनी का आप इंटरव्यू दोगे मान के चलिए जोमेटो स्विगी एनी कंपनी दैट यू आर गिविंग इंटरव्यू फॉर लार्सन टूब्रो do the short analysis on that company very well. They might ask you a lot of questions. Now I hope you like this content. There are a lot of content in this, so do check my videos. I think these videos will be helpful for you. And about me, that have worked in different firms. I have 5 years of experience. I worked in all the big fours, and I've guided a lot of people. At present, you can check my videos and well. And these are my videos where we have cracked a lot of interviews for the people. Subscribe my channel. I am also sharing my LinkedIn profile and videos. This is my channel where we can financial due to investment banking, CFSs, off-campus opportunities, and our program has helped more than 10,000 job seekers also to get placed. So do check our channel, and definitely we have made this at night. I hope these videos will be useful, and do follow me in LinkedIn as well. Okay, thank you so much. We'll meet you next video definitely. And do comment in the comment section how you like this video. If there is any areas of improvement, do let us know. And any other topic you like to know us to make, definitely we will make that as well. Please mention in the comment section. And do enroll to our program. We need help with mock interviews, resume writing, career guidance, which profile is better for you, one-to-one guidance. placement assistance. We are going to help you in each and every domain. Practical interview questions, answers, communication skill. We are trying to help you in each and every way as we can. Thank you so much for watching till the end.